Today I'm going to be doing a review on the EOS Orange Blossom Rachel Roy Lip Balm. It's got the little wings on it. Alternate name, Indian Summer. So, first, before anything, when I first got this, I told you guys that I had a really weird story involving this one that I was going to tell you when I eventually got around to reviewing it. I'm finally reviewing it, so I can finally tell you this story, which I can't believe it took me this long, but I'm finally doing it. So, when I first got this set, when I heard that Orange Blossom was one of the flavors, I thought that sounded like it'd be a very floral scent because orange blossom insinuates the orange blossoms on the tree, not the oranges themselves. So I opened it up and was expecting something floral, and if not, then just orangey. It smelled like neither of those things. I feel awkward saying this, especially after the whole drama with the knitting needle situation, but do you know what it smelled like? It smelled like throw up. Charming. So I was like, did I get a defective one? Is it supposed to look like this? Is it supposed to be darker like that? What's wrong with it? So I kind of set it aside. I was not about to put it on my mouth when it smelled like that. I let both of my sisters smell it. They both agreed that that's exactly what it smelled like. So I just put it aside. I went and watched all of the reviews I could find on this one on YouTube and left in the comments of every single one asking, does yours smell like that? Is mine the only one that does? And apparently, yeah, mine was the only one that did. So I wrote to EOS and I asked them about it. And they basically had no clue. They said that sometimes with the citrus flavors, the scents are really strong because they use actual concentrate from the oranges or the grapefruits or the lemons or whatnot in those flavors. And that would be why there's a different color in this one, although it seems to have faded some now, as well as a very strong scent, although that doesn't really explain why it smelled like throw up of all things. So, alright, I figured, I don't know if I got a defective one, but I'm not going to pay another $9 for another set when it could just very easily just smell that way, and then I'd be out another $9 for something that may never get used. So, it sat there for months, untouched. I brought it back out a couple of times. Hold on, I hear my dog. Sorry about this, I had to let this little girl into my room. Anyway, so as I was saying, I tried it a couple more times because I think I bought this in November when it very first came out of, not last year, but the year before. And it still smelled like it did in December. It still smelled like it in January, so it kind of just sat there and I was very disappointed. And I mentioned something about this to my stepmom, and she was like, okay, you guys have bitched about this long enough, I want to smell the damn thing. So I brought it down. I opened it up, and I'm holding it away from her face like, oh, you're gonna be sorry, you don't want to smell it. And she smelled it and was like, it just smells like orange juice. What the hell are you talking about? And I was like, nuh-uh. So I, really gingerly brought it up. I was like, you have to be kidding me. For months, this thing has consistently smelled like throw up, and all of a sudden, the second I let you touch it, it now magically smells perfectly fine. Yep, apparently. If you don't want it, I'll take it. I was like, no, if it's okay now, I guess I'll keep it and use it, but I don't know what happened there. I still to this day am baffled. It never ended up smelling bad again after that. By this point, not only had my siblings smelled it, I had also had several cousins smell it too, and they all agreed that it had smelled like the other. And all of a sudden this one day, it just didn't, and smelled completely fine. And still today, smells completely fine. I was like, what the hell was that? I have no clue. I still don't know what that was about. I'm very glad that it doesn't smell like that anymore. But yeah, it was the weirdest damn thing. And I don't know if it was just this one, or if they all started out like that and needed some time to just situate and normalize themselves, or what was even up here, but I'm very glad that it ended up being okay. So, regardless, it was just very odd. And I also let them smell it again after I told them it was normal. They were like, you sure this is the same exact one you let us smell before? I was like, yes, I don't have another orange one. This is the only one I've got. So they smelled it again, and yeah, it just smells like orange juice. That's so weird. I was like, I know! I've never heard of anything like this happening before with something like this. It's fucking weird. So anyway, that was my bizarro story with this one, so now that that's out of the way, yeah, format-wise, it's just smooth sphere with the dome type wax in it, the smooth sphere, roller ball, whatever they want to call it. For the packaging, it's just very vibrant orange, but because it's from the Rachel Roy set, it does have the little wings on the top. That's the only thing different from other ones. But they've only released it the one time in the Rachel Roy 3-pack, so if you want it, I would suggest trying to find it now, because it's only got like another year on it before it expires, because it says these expire in June of 2017. They've got 1 year to go. Anywho, yeah, so these are natural and organic, no medication, no SPF. They're the usual amount of 1/4 ounce. Shelf life was 3 years on this set. They've docked that down on newer EOS products, I've noticed. Not quite sure why that is, but they have. Price point on this, because it was in the 3-pack and you can't buy it individually, this was $9 for the 3-pack. It might have even been 10, but I feel like it was 9 when I got it. I may have gotten it on sale. But yeah, sturdiness-wise, it's a sturdy plastic, but it is the rubberized plastic that's prone to scratches, and it has messed up a little bit on the wings, even with very sparingly using it. But yeah, so scent-wise, it honestly just smells like orange juice now. I don't know what was up with it when I first got it, but yeah, it just smells like if you poured a glass of orange juice. That is exactly the smell, just like some Tropicana. But yeah, it's a darker wax than they usually are, but that's because of the orange concentrate that's in it, evidently. It goes on clear. I have to look and see. Gotta dry my lips first, but if there's any shine or not to this one. Because I haven't really used it much, I kind of have to work at it a little bit to get it going. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright. And this is definitely one of those scents that you can smell on your lips when it's on, but it's not a bad scent. It just smells like orange juice. So, alright. Flavor-wise. Oh, sorry, puppy, I didn't mean to make you jump. Is there a flavor? Yeah, there's actually a little bit of orange flavor with this one, which is different because with most EOS products, they have the scent, but if they have a flavor, it's usually just kind of a generic sweet flavor. It's not really any descript flavor. But this one, you can actually you can taste, it tastes like orange. Consistency-wise, this is actually on the thicker side for an EOS. I would consider this to be a medium thickness lip balm, but it's very smooth and very rich, which I like. It's got that very, very slick feeling to it, which is great, without being greasy. It's not sticky. Well, actually, if you touch your finger to your lips, it's a little bit. I suppose if you had long hair and it blew in the wind, it would probably stick to it, but it's not like sticky where your lips are gonna stick together or anything. But yeah, doesn't really, I guess it has a little bit of a shine, but not much one. But I can definitely tell that moisturization-wise, this one would do something. When you've used a lot of different lip products, you can just tell. Longevity-wise, I have used this one a few times before this. I wanted to keep it in really good condition before I made this review. I just didn't know it was going to take this long to make the review. But yeah, so longevity-wise, this one actually stays on quite a while, if I remember right. And it's one where the scent kind of lingers for a while, even when you don't really feel the lip balm itself still there, the scent is kind of still there, which is rather nice, because, like I said, it just smells like orange juice. It's not like a really heavy, obnoxious scent or anything. It's nothing as strong as the pink grapefruit one from the same set, where I had to, like, set it away from it and let it air out a little before I did this review, just because it had picked up the scent of the pink, I almost said pink lemon, the pink grapefruit so heavily that I had to let it air out and get that scent off of it before I did this one, because otherwise this would not be that accurate of a review, because it would just smell like pink grapefruit. But yeah, with the drink test, it holds up to water, but not to much else, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Like, I tried it with water, tea, coffee. I think I tried it with sherry one time. That was obviously the fastest because alcohol kind of acts like a solvent with lip products. And I think I tried it with soda. And the only thing it really held up against was water. So, I mean, that I suppose is a little bit of a weak point, but most lip products don't hold up that great to the drink test, so. Anyway, my overall rating for this one. I think if it hadn't been for that initial weirdness with it, it would get an even higher rating. But because of that, and I was so fearful to even use it for the longest time because I thought something was legitimately wrong with it, even though it turned out to be okay. I'm gonna rate this one. Especially because of how nice it feels, I'm going to rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, if it weren't for that initial weirdness, I'd probably put it more like an 8.5, but that did put me off for a long time of even wanting to put it on my mouth because I was so scared from that smell. But yeah, actually, once it leveled out, it's actually a very nice product, and I'd be really happy if EOS re-released this one like they did the wild berry and the pink grapefruit ones from this same set. So that kind of just leaves this and the strawberry kiwi one, which I don't know that they would re-release that since it just smelled like strawberry. But this one I really think they should redo because it's actually pretty nice. So anyway, that's about all I have to say on this one. I do have a bunch of things I'm going to compare it to, so be looking out for that. There are a lot of them, fair warning. But yeah, as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Do you have this one? What do you like about it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Did you have any of the weirdness I had with it right off the bat? I feel like I'm probably the only one that had this very bizarre experience with it, but if anyone else did, I would be very reassured to hear this and know that I'm not losing my mind, although the fact that other people very much smelled the same thing tells me that it wasn't just me. So, anyway, let me know any or all of that in the comments, as well as anything else you'd like to see me review next, or anything you'd just like to leave me in the comments, and until next time, bye!